Welcome my Lombardians and welcome to Character Creator Tier List. As you can see, there's a lot of character creators which I either never played their characters, why are you here? Either I don't remember their characters, and I don't feel like it's right for me to judge people who I don't remember. I will judge only people who I do remember. Also, Pac-Man Mugen, no offense, but I've never played a single character of yours. So I guess we'll start with Vinosonico. Vinosonico as a character creator has one issue. A lot of his characters crash your Mugen engine. Unless you have a higher than 2 RAM patch, your Mugen will most guarantee crash. Now let's say you're playing a higher RAM. Where would I put Vinosonico? He's very creative with his characters, and I would actually easily put him in good and fun, but due to him crashing your Mugen, I unfortunately must put Vinosonico above average. TTA, as much as I like to simp over TTA, recently he has disappeared. He does that frequently, and I cannot call TTA that I cannot say that TTA has created every single character very well. His Vegeta JUS in my opinion wasn't the best, there was a lot of lacking content. The Goku he did, although really solid, a really good character, was missing an ultimate, and felt like there could have been more stuff put into him. Due to that simple fact, I would say TTA as a character creator is good and fun, meaning that his characters are really good and really fun, but as a character creator, I wouldn't put him as almost perfect. Mitos created some of the most iconic characters in JUS, but as a character creator himself, he has a lot of issues. I've pointed this out, I showed it in my JUS in a nutshell video, specifically his Jiren, but it's not exclusive to Mitos Jiren. Mitos has a lot of edits, has some original characters, but they have a lot of issues. They are somewhat broken, they're not polished. Due to that, I will put Mitos as a character creator above average, and I would say he's better than Vinosonico, because at least his characters do not crash your whole Mugen. Mixi. Mixi has created one and single character as far as I know. I might be wrong, he might have created more, but from my knowledge he only created one single character. The last thing he was about to release was a screen pack, which were sprite swaps, and he never even released that. As a character creator, Mixi, I like you, but as a character creator, you go into garbage trash. Incept is really good, but he's working on Kirito for how many years? He would have been easily almost perfect, but due to him be lacking in the amount of creations and many times doing edits rather than his own original creations, if I would judge by Kirito, he would be easily almost perfect, but as a character creator and judging by that, he is good and fun, and I would say that Incept is actually above TTA. Oh, actually, Salah. This is an interesting case. We can all agree that Salah does not do the most balanced and best characters, but sometimes the balancing is not the most important thing in Mugen. Sometimes you just want to enjoy a good show, a lot of good effects, eye candy effects. I wouldn't put Salah in Michael Coates, although I would understand that he does have some creativity in his characters and they do look extremely eye-appealing. Due to that fact, I would put Salah above average, and I would say Salah is even above Vinosonico. Is he above Mitos? Not sure. I guess it's up for defense to decide. Rebellio. This is a no-brainer. Every single Rebellio's release was a very polished release, was a very well-coded characters. Rebellio did have a few times when he didn't release for almost a year, maybe more. If he was more frequent with his releases, I would probably put Rebellio as perfect. When I think about it, although I personally don't prefer his characters, specifically they're not my personal taste and my personal style, I personally like characters with super pause, but I will not deny the fact that Rebellio literally creates the most polished characters and has never ever released a broken character in a broken state. His characters are not perfect. He's lacking in combos creativity. And he, as I said before, he sometimes disappears for no reason. Maybe it's Pac-Man Mugen, who knows? But he's this much from being perfect, like this much. Mog. He didn't release a lot of characters. He had Kefla, which I personally liked. He added a few interesting, unique stuff to her. He has Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta. He's working on Gogeta how long? But I wouldn't put him in Michael Code. I do think Mog's, Kefla and Gogeta Super Saiyan 3 are above average. They are fun characters to play with. I would put him above average, and I would even say, yeah, I think this is proper. Michael goes into Michael because Michael is Michael. Afterglow. I played, I think, 1 or 2 characters of his. They're alright. Ralph's characters are way more than average. They're kind of fun, but I can't really say that, if I'm being honest, I don't think I've met or talked with a single person who plays Ralph's characters. No offense, Ralph, but I feel like you're above average. Sage of Mugen. He, unfortunately, is more known for creating stages rather than characters, and that's because, as far as I remember, he usually edits stuff. I don't remember him releasing necessarily characters, especially from scratch. If he ever did, he unfortunately is not known as a character creator. Sage of Mugen, as far as I know, is promising on doing a few very interesting stuff in the future, but as of now, he is above average. Specifically judging by his Sans edit, I would put him in above average. Again, he's something to look forward to. Dux, as far as I know, only leeches stuff, so garbage trash. Planeptune. You go into almost perfect. Does a single person ever complain about Planeptune's characters? Almost all of them are extremely polished, extremely well made, super cool, super unique, almost a perfect character creator. The only issue is that he does have a small bit of coding issues, but that's fine. As a character creator, almost everything he ever released was polished. It's my personal taste and style. I love him, he's almost perfect. WoW, as far as I know, only added sprites. Now, his sprites are good, but I would put him Michael Code fine. And then we have Nightmare, which is actually my personal favorite character creator. He's obviously an almost perfect, because Nightmare, every single release he ever had was a solid release. His characters do have a few issues that I discussed in some of his characters' reviews. I would say Nightmare had a bit more issues than compared to Planeptune. As of now, Rebellio as a character creator, not necessarily his characters, but as a character creator overall, I would say Rebellio is on top. He's not perfect, he's almost perfect. Same goes with Planeptune, with Nightmare. Then we go down to good and fun. We have TTA and we have Incept. Incept could easily be an almost perfect if he would have released more content. Above average, we have the list of these amazing people. I absolutely love them. All of them have high potential. Question is, will they do something with that potential? Michael Codes, obviously Michael Codes, and garbage trash. So that was my list. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave something down in the comments below. And thank you for watching.